in the middle of a marsh area fed by these streams. Just another lazy day for the cows.
Have them meet me in the transporter room.
I'm looking for a transporter.
Welcome to Rochefort's Transporter Bridge in La Charente. Proof that the French looked at a ferry and said, no, let's make it much more complicated and much cooler. Built in 1900, this engineering marvel stretches across the Charente River using a massive steel structure and suspension cables. Instead of driving across it, a hanging platform, called a gondola, glides underneath the bridge like a giant mechanical elevator. The cables support a traveler which rolls back and forth across the span, towing the gondola and everyone standing on it across. Cars, bicycles, pedestrians, everyone gets a ride. It's basically public transit designed by someone who thought bridges were too common. At over 60 meters high, the structure towers above the river while the gondola quietly shuttles passengers below. It's part bridge, part ferry, part science project that somehow escaped adulthood. More than a century later, it's still operating and still making engineers smile. And if you're a cyclist, it's one of the few places where your bike gets to take a ride and you take a rest. Rochefort main square, touristy square for all the tourists. There's our friend Steve. We've got a few choices for lunch. So taking our cue from these lovely statues, we've decided to have lunch at La Brasserie des Demoiselles. More on the significance of these statues later. Welcome to the Corderie Royale in Rochefort, one of the world's most impressive monuments dedicated to rope. Built in the 1660s for King Louis XIV's navy, this massive factory produced kilometers of rope needed to keep France's warships afloat. Building a massive warship requires hundreds of trees and 20 to 50 kilometers of rope. The building stretches nearly 400 meters. Why so long? Well, because rope was made by twisting fibers together over huge distances. In other words, this was basically the world's longest extension cord factory. Thousands of workers spent days turning hemp into enough rope to rig entire fleets. Not exactly glamorous work, but try sailing a ship without rope and see how far you get. Today, the Corderie Royale stands as a monument to French engineering, naval power, and humanity's ability to build an enormous building for something most of us now buy at the hardware store. It's rope, but make it royale. Casalotti. Interesting adding tattoos across all these paintings. This is a restaurant, by the way. Just we're in a room where no one else has arrived yet. You can see they've got these tattoos across all these paintings. And soon Steve will get his tattoo. We're staying at Lafayette Hotel. If you want more information on Lafayette, check out this other video top right. So it looks, this is our breakfast in Rochefort, but it looks like a movie was shot here in the 60s, and that's what put this place on the map. I'll get the details when we get back. Les Demoiselles de Rochefort. And of course the big star, Catherine Deneuve. And it featured Gene Kelly. Nice. In the movie poster, take note of the color of their dresses, the color of the trim. It all comes back to the statues at the main square and the name of the restaurant we had lunch at. Everything's related to Les Demoiselles de Rochefort.